friends, and welcome to another episode of Tried and Tested. Today we'll be trying out some snacks that are inspired by famous Singaporean dishes. So when you think of Singaporean dishes, chilli crab is one of the first things that come to mind. It is quite a sight to behold. It is covered in like this red, orangey sauce that is sweet and also savoury and a bit tangy, and it's got all this like juicy crab inside that is super delicious. It's often served with like a side of fried buns that they call mantos that they use to like mop up all the sauce. So today we have a couple of snacks that are chilli crab flavoured. Let's try them. Chilli crab cookies from the Cookie Museum. So first of all, can I say I'm very impressed with this box. I think it looks so good. I think it's such a great gift. Whoa! Oh my god, that's very impressive. Wow, Cookie Museum, I'm impressed. So Cookie Museum have a whole bunch of really interesting flavours, and this is taking it to a whole new level. So they have two layers of cookies. The top one has a crab and the bottom layer doesn't. First off, apart from being incredibly impressed by the presentation, it already doesn't quite smell like chilli crab, because like this kind of crab and the crab that they use for chilli crab smell very different. I feel like this one smells almost more like prawn or shrimp-like, but overall I guess it's like a seafood smell. It's a nice firm buttery cookie. It's definitely a little bit spicy, which is really nice. There's a bit of the tomato flavour and a bit of the sweetness. Okay, let's eat with the crab itself. You've got a sweet, sticky chewiness in the crab. Overall, to me, this doesn't really have like a chilli crab flavour, but there is a seafoody, savoury, slightly sweet, prawny flavour to all of this, which kind of matches the way it looks, but is not necessarily chilli crab. Presentation, everything, this is crab-tastic. Tastes like chilli crab. Aftertaste I'll give the aftertaste, so maybe like a 5. Because aftertaste also counts for something, right? Whether it's nice, I'll give it a 10. I am super excited about this because it's a collaboration between a very famous seafood restaurant in Singapore called Jumbo Seafood and Japanese snack company Glico. This is a chilli crab Pret stick. I mean guys, can I say that I feel very proud as a Singaporean? This is a great collaboration. Really got a chilli crab flavour eh. I can taste the tomato, I can taste the sweetness, I can taste the spiciness. So for the flavour, it's something that you need to savour in order to experience all of the flavours of the chilli crab. It's not something that you will eat and just go, whoa, that tastes like chilli crab. You won't. But if you take your time with it, you can find the layers of the flavours in there. With fresh, succulent crabs, it's a very specific taste when you bite into them. It's like brininess. It reminds me of fresh crab. And I can almost taste that here. Oh my god, this is amazing! This is so great! So good, crab-tastic out of 10. Okay, so now come to think of it, then for the Cookie Museum one, it really doesn't taste like chilli crab. I think I will adjust that to a 2 for the chilli crab flavour, but still a great cookie. Here we have some Krusty's chilli crab flavoured popcorn! There's something sweet there, but it almost smells like caramel. Oh, there's a little bit of a wok hei smell, like a slightly burnt smell. It's a good popcorn. Ooh, there's a kick. You can taste a little bit of tomato. That one had a slight hint of chilli crab. I found one with a pretty strong crabby flavour. The rest of it is just like tasty, really, really tasty popcorn. But I think that's the case with a lot of popcorn though. Like, even you get a bag of sweet popcorn, very rarely do you get popcorn that's like all sweet. But in terms of like a chilli crab flavour, I feel like, I need more. I need more to kind of get a sense of the flavour itself because it's very hard to find. So as a popcorn, it's tasty, it's yummy. I would give it like an 8. But as a chilli crab popcorn, I think I would give it a 4. Because the chilli crab flavour is not really there, or when it is like very few and far between. It's like the bag like this, right? And it's like, oh, chilli crab. Oh, chilli crab. Oh my god, I've eaten like half the bag, you know? Maybe they should have extra seasoning packet in there. So Hainanese chicken rice is one of the must-have dishes in Singapore, and it's considered one of Singapore's national dishes. So chicken rice sounds very simple, but it is packed full with flavours. So you have really tender, succulent chicken, and then you have this flavoured rice that is like cooked in chicken stock, and then you have chilli. And if you come to Singapore, for those of you who are not Singaporean, you have to try it. And you'll find it at almost any hawker centre. Okay, first can I just say they dress Mamee Monster as like an uncle at a hawker centre who sells chicken rice? This is so cute! This white singlet and then the berms and the towel. Oh my god, that's just spot on! So Mamee is a snack that a lot of us grew up with. This is like super nostalgic. The seasoning packets are covered with chickens. So cute, my god, I love it. Okay, so inside you see, it really looks like instant noodles. Different people eat it differently. Some people would leave it whole and like bite into it. There are also people who would crush it up and then pour the seasoning packet in and shake it up. I usually crush it up. So I've broken this up and now I'm going to add the seasoning packet. Whoa! Damn, that really smells like chicken rice. What? And there's like ginger in there as well. I can almost smell like there's this sauce that they pour onto the chicken rice. I can smell the rice. Whoa! Okay, wait, let me taste it. That is incredible. Tastes like a mouthful of chicken rice with the rice and the chicken and the coriander and the ginger. What's most amazing about this is I feel like I can taste the chicken rice. Let's see how it tastes after I put it all in. Get your groove on and shake it. Oh my god, I should shake it, then we put music and lights. Go Singapore! Our seasoned Mamee. Ooh. Is that spicy? Oh, this one has a lot of seasoning. Oh, I remember as a child, we'd be like, look for the one with the most seasoning and eat that. Too much seasoning, too much seasoning. Abort. That's way too much seasoning, whoa. Oh, that is definitely spicy. That is burning my tongue in a good way. Very nice. I am totally fascinated by how I can taste the rice of the chicken rice. And I think that's the strongest flavor that comes through for me. This is like a 10 out of 10 for me because like I was not really expecting it to taste like chicken rice, but this has surpassed all expectations and I feel hit a whole new level. Like, this is incredible. This is from a brand called ETTE. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I'm guessing ETTE? I hope I'm correct. This tea company actually specializes in making tea brands with Singapore and Southeast Asian flavors. So they have other flavors like bakwa, pineapple tart, which sound very interesting. But here we have chicken rice tea. Now, you know, actually I'm quite adventurous with my food and I like to try new things. But when I heard of chicken rice tea, I was like, that sounds really weird and very strange. But let's see, this could surprise us all. Interesting. It smells nothing like chicken rice at the moment. So inside we have ginger, lemongrass, pandan leaves. The base is a cookie cha tea, which is like a twig tea. Alright, let's try this. So it definitely doesn't taste like chicken rice. That's not, I think, the idea after I saw the tea packet, but there are elements of chicken rice in there that are quite nice. The fragrance of the pandan and the lemongrass really lifts that tea up, which is in a way like quite refreshing. So I feel like there's the lightness to the tea as well as the slight nuttiness from the cookie cha, which is quite pretty. If it's supposed to taste like chicken rice, then like a 1. If it's supposed to match the chicken rice, then wow, 10. Like as a tea, it's great. Yeah, chicken rice is definitely not the first thing that comes to mind when I drink this tea, or even the second or third or fourth. So laksa is a spicy noodle soup. Now there are many different types of laksa, and the one that is famous in Singapore is the Nonya laksa, which is a spicy coconut curry broth. And it is the color of like the sunset. So usually in the bowl, they will also include like bean sprouts, prawns, cockles, fish cake. They also have tau pok, which is like fried bean curd. So Nissin has a very popular Laksa Cup Noodle, and this is a spin-off in potato chip form. The first thing that hits me is the coconut smell. It tastes like cup noodle laksa. I feel like I can taste like the coconut milk quite strongly actually, and then the prawniness. There's a kick to this as well, so there's spiciness. It tastes like a seasoning packet. It's some snacks, when they do the flavouring, it can taste a little bit more complex, and some, like the flavour profile, I think is like, it's still delicious, but maybe a bit flatter. I feel like it tastes more like MSG. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, I'm just like identifying it. So to me, I still think this chip is not bad. I would give this like a 7.5 out of 10. Laksa flavoured Kit Kat from the KitKat Chocolateri. I remember the last time we tried all the chocolateri stuff and it looked so good. I wonder how these will look. That's so cute! I spy with my little eyes. An egg! Oh, I love eggs. This is like, I think, a dried tau pop. That's crazy. It's so hard and crispy. And this, I'm not sure what this is, but it looks like a drumstick. But I'm thinking it's a prawn because there are prawns in laksa, so that makes more sense. This is like, I think, the curry paste. Let me try and scrape off a bit of the paste. It really tastes like the curry paste. A version of curry paste that is like a bit sweet and a bit strange. Okay, let's take a bite like this and see how it all works together, okay? It's strange, but I can't tell whether I like it or not. That paste, right, has a dried shrimp flavour in it, and it's, ooh, it's spicy. And like together with the chocolate, like I feel like on some bites it works, on some bites it's very strange, but overall, like as I was chewing it, it was like, oh, that's a very interesting flavour profile. And that laksa leaf taste is very strong, like very, very strong. But then it's like sweet. So it's like sweet and green. Like it's very savoury and also very sweet. That's why it's confusing me, I think. But I would say that every bite is kind of packed with a surprise. There's a type of like smelliness to it. I can't tell whether it's the dried prawns or like the type of chocolate. So the laksa flavours in there, definitely taste them. Maybe like an 8 out of 10 as a treat. 5. You can see the effort that went into this bite. Once is enough is that kind of treat. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I tried laksa chocolate and I'm good. So now we're looking at Teh Tarik and Roti Prata. Now this is a very popular combination in Singapore. Teh Tarik is milk tea that is pulled. Tarik means pulled. So what they do is they have like usually like 2 things and then they just pour and they pull. But then they pour and then they pull it. So what happens is that you mix the tea and the condensed milk all the way through, and it also creates like a foam on top. And the important part of this is that it cools it down to a temperature that is like easy to drink. Roti Prata is a kind of fried flatbread that you eat with curry or with sugar or with both. So Teh Tarik and Roti Prata go very well together. So very often when people have a Roti Prata, they would have it with a Teh Tarik. Here we have from the Kettle Gomi, Teh Tarik Popcorn. Can I just say this is the smallest packet of popcorn I have ever seen. So they have a lot of other flavours. They also have flavours like chicken rice and bakwa, but here we have the Teh Tarik flavour. Inside, the colour is very well coated. I must say I can't really smell the Teh Tarik at the moment. So when I first bite into it, I'm like, this is caramel popcorn. And then as you go further, like the slight bitterness of the tea comes out, and then the condensed milk flavour. The teh flavour comes through, nice and like slightly bitter. And then the part that I love is the earthiness of the tea, and then you taste the condensed milk together. Is like so show. And the popcorn, right, it's just very crunchy, and the coating it's almost made it like really crisp and hard almost on the outside, and it just melts in your mouth. Oh good. Wow. Yum, 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 yum. That is a Teh Tarik popcorn. 很好吃. Sedap. So good. Wow, shiok. Wow, this is shiok until... My rating for this is... 100. Today we have with us some Roti Prata with fish curry. This Roti Prata Kit Kat has actually nothing that is making me think of Roti Prata at the moment. Ooh, that smells like fish curry. So we have this that I think is maybe supposed to look like the Roti Prata. And this, I believe, is tomato. This is a pea. Here, I'm assuming is the curry paste. Alright, let's try this out. The chocolate itself is not just plain chocolate. I think it's got spices in there that they use to make curry. I think this is supposed to look like Roti Prata, but Roti Prata is flat, so and this is like puffy. Oh, interesting though, because the inside layers are like flaky, like a Roti Prata. It tastes like, you know, diloba? It tastes a bit like that, like without the sugar glaze. I believe this is a candied tomato, maybe? Yeah, I think so. That's yummy actually. Okay, let's try a bite together. Oh, that's quite nice actually. Reminds me nothing of Roti Prata. It's like a nice curry flavoured chocolate. And I think the addition of the biscuit on top, as well as the tomato, really helps to lift all the flavors up so that I can taste the chocolate and the curry sort of like separately and together. Like I feel like with the laksa, it kind of all mixed into this strange, it's like as though you melted it into a cup kind of flavor, whereas this, like I can feel them eaten together almost like a sandwich. Do you know what I mean? Like the different parts together that you can taste and like, oh, that's a nice combination. I feel like no sense of roti prata at all. A little bit of curry, but it wouldn't make me think of the roti prata. Overall, all the flavors together, I actually think this is quite interesting and quite fun. I would give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Like I actually wouldn't mind eating this again. Whether it's like a roti prata fish curry KitKat, maybe like a 3 or 2. Okay, we've come to the end of the episode. If you want to find out more about the products and where to get them from, you can go to our Tried and Tested Facebook page, or you can check out the links in the description box down below. If you have already subscribed to the channel, very good. Now all you need to do is hit that bell and you'll be notified every time a new video comes out onto YouTube. Or you can just download the Clicknetwork app and you'll be able to watch the videos before they come out to YouTube. Okay, till next time, go be beautiful!